In this lesson, you will learn the difference between money and wealth, and you will look at your wealth wheel. What does money mean to you? How do you want to interact with money? Do you allow yourself to want what you want with money? And what does wealth mean to you? Are money and wealth the same? Or is there a difference? In reality, wealth is more than money. Money is just a currency. It is a tool to generate wealth. If wealth is more than money, what is wealth? What does money mean to you? How do you interact with money? Do you allow yourself to want what you want with money? And what does wealth mean? Are money and wealth the same? Or is there a difference? In reality, wealth is more than money. Money is just a currency. It is a tool to generate wealth. If wealth is more than money, what is wealth? Money has been pieces of paper that only has the value we ascribe to it. The US dollar is fiat money. It is not convertible to anything. On every bill, there are 4 simple words. In God we trust. Yes, quite literally, money is worth nothing more than our belief in it. And there is a never-ending supply as the government prints as much as is needed in the economy. In other words, we created it. We gave it value. We made it powerful. Our greatest misfortune is that without money, we feel that we are nothing. We have linked our value to a piece of paper. And these days, with digital currency and cryptocurrency, we have also linked our value to zeros and numbers on a screen. Money is also metaphorically linked to electricity. That's why money is called a currency. And a currency is a flow of electric current. While we don't understand how electrical energy is created, we know it exists and it flows throughout the universe. As one would turn a switch to receive electricity, when you use money consciously, so too you become a magnet for money. We give our power to money when we only imagine what our lives will become when we are rich, instead of living and becoming what we desire in the process. People with money often have issues with trust and intimacy. They consider money to be a burden, envied by friends and family, leading them to be guarded, fearful, lonely, and constantly looking over their shoulders. Wealth without consciousness is another state of poverty, emotional and spiritual. Now let's look at what money and wealth means to you. According to Merriam-Webster, wealth is an abundance of valuable material possessions or resources. Wealth includes love, relationships, health, spirituality, career, business, and aspects you deem important. How do you rank each in your life? If you have not assessed your wealth wheel, I have included it in this section. As you assess your areas of wealth as defined by you, understand that wealth is very personal. How I define wealth and how you define wealth may be poles apart. And that is okay. There is no right or wrong answer. Defining your areas of wealth and ascribing a value to each allows you to plan so that your life is closer to your definition of balance. And balance is personal too, and unique to each individual. What may be balanced for you may be stressful for some and boring to others. Balance must be assessed over time. A regular check-in might be useful. It can highlight useful patterns, and you can learn even more about yourself. It can sometimes be helpful to get an outside perspective of your life. But be sure it is from someone you trust and whose opinion you value. Before I go over the instructions for the review of your wealth wheel, I have to caution you. Do not judge yourself. Merely act as an observer, as no one is perfect across all aspects. The reality is that for most people, one or two areas may rank high. If you are like most, your wealth wheel will not resemble anything close to a wheel. This is because of our awareness and focus. When we focus on something, it grows. And what we focus on, we achieve. Our reticular activating system is responsible for our ability to focus. It brings relevant information from our conscious mind to our subconscious mind. After this exercise, your subconscious mind will be looking for any evidence in each of the areas of your wealth wheel long after. Over the course of this program, you will discover your own truth about money and wealth and their meaning in your life, not someone else's. The source of money, wealth, and resources exists within us. Now for the instructions. Review the 8 areas on the wheel. You may split categories, add in something that is missing. You may relabel areas that are more meaningful to you. So I do have some suggestions for areas to consider. I'll start with the most important one and not in order. Physical wealth, which means your health, vitality, and energy. You are your greatest asset and most valuable wealth asset. Your body is your wealth builder. For that, you need optimal health and energy in your body to make everything possible. Also consider a man with tons of riches, when he is given a life sentence of death, would spend all of it to extend his life. Yes, health is definitely far more important. You cannot enjoy wealth without good health. The cost of poor health can bankrupt even the richest amongst us. Relationships with family as well as romance. Relationships matter. Money doesn't solve relationship problems. You have got to work at love and connection with loved ones. Romantic love, love for children, pets, friends, all matter. Don't wait until you have money or wealth until you start focusing on this. It may be too late. The time to start is now. Let your love for significant people in your life be your motivation to drive you to financial abundance. Besides, the feeling of love brings happy chemicals, and these chemicals improve your emotional state. And recent research points to the significance of heart-brain coherence, and research also points to the importance of love and connection to one's health. So yes, they're all linked. The other to consider is work, career, and your mission. There's a distinction amongst these, but also consider, is it simply a matter of enjoyment? It's about feeling. Does work feel like something you have to do? Does your career feel like it was a choice and that you got some level of satisfaction? When you're truly living your mission, you feel like you were born to do it. Work becomes play, and you experience the joy of contributing your gifts at the highest level. Well, we've talked about financial wealth. Money provides us with resources and a certain level of freedom if used effectively. In order to create an epic life, you can't make your finances more important than your body, your emotions, your relationships, your time, and your contribution. The other to consider is mind and spiritual mastery or emotional mastery. Your emotions drive your quality of life. So money is meaningless without a great sense of meaning and purpose in your life. Emotions of stress, frustration, overwhelm, and worry will bring you to struggle. The other is contribution and celebration. Progress and happiness comes from growing and giving, adding to other people's lives. When we contribute to other people's lives and have a bigger mission, so going back to that mission and to contribution, we're able to achieve more success. And as you experience success, it's not in waiting for that grand success. It's important to celebrate each step, the smallest step along the way. So what you are going to do is you're going to label those sections, and closest to the center, at the center is 0 and 10 on the outside of the wheel. So each segment you are going to assess, give yourself a score, and then you can draw a line connecting them, and you will see you will not have a perfect circle. It will not reflect a wheel, but you can do that over time. Assess your satisfaction with each areas of your life.